Salute everybody. Salute, salute, salute. Arissa, Sissy. Hey, love. Let me drop this link just in case anybody want to come up. I'm not doing anything. I'm just chilling. I just wanted to talk about yesterday. I went on my rant. I pulled up crying, hysterical, upset, just everywhere. I was all over the place, mad, you know what I'm saying? But I know that God got me. And what's for me is gonna be for me. Um, it is what it is. Hi Tansis, hi Marty. Um, it's good to see you, Sissy, and stuff like that. I know that somebody said the devil's really working, and he is trying to throw us off our rocker. Trying to make us lose sight of our purpose on this app, and especially, hey Miss Marie, and especially with the Shanquilla Robinson anniversary coming up and stuff like that. So I said I want to be mindful of how I move and what I got going on, because that's what I'm here for. Hi, Raw. Hi, love. Hope you feeling better too. Um, that's my purpose is to help these families gain justice, or and even to seek understanding in a lot of these cases, not just Shanquilla Robinson, but all these cases. The young lady in Memphis and stuff. Hi, just my thoughts, love. Hi. I see the rain. I looked at your video, just my thoughts, and man, I started getting sleepy, but that's the type of rain, I get my hot chocolate and I start reading a good book, especially in the fall season. I love my porch at home back in Kentucky. Cali Boo, that's my Cali Boo. Um, Thank you for pulling up, Cali Boo. But yeah, I was upset yesterday, but I really with y'all support and stuff like that, my Cali Boo and my Memphis family, my Rock Squad family, it just ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't come on here for financial gain anyway. I came on here, to help people. Hi, Chin Boo, help people, and people help me, and stuff like that. Cause y'all give so much good input and things. So look, I ain't got my camera on. Hey y'all, hey y'all. I still got my rollers in my hair because I'm doing the live. I am gonna still do the live with Chin. I was ready to give up yesterday because I was super upset. But I said it's not worth it, you know what I'm saying? People need us to deliver certain messages, and I plan on doing that. He said, yes, the rain does have a blessed soothing effect. Yeah, the rain that you had, just my thoughts. Yes, it was giving me everything vibes. It was giving me cool, chill vibes or whatever and stuff. So I like that. Thank you for posting that. It was serene. But what y'all got going on today? What do my Rock Squad family, my Cali Boo, what do y'all got going on today? It's almost Friday. The weekends are coming by super fast and stuff. And also, don't forget, Sunday starts the first day of breast cancer awareness. And also it's domestic violence awareness month too. So praying for anybody that's going through anything domestic or has been through anything domestic. Super prayers for y'all. Hey Squeak. So last night, early this morning, um, you know what? It was I was already fueling off emotions yesterday, so I'm okay. Um, what I don't like as a content creator is when other people try to control how you move on your channel, control your atmosphere and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say too much. Hey, Big Nutter. Hey, y'all make sure y'all go follow Big Nutter if y'all into gaming or y'all have sons that's into the games and stuff like that. Big Nutter is in the gaming sector, from the Mo3 sector, but in the gaming sector and stuff. So, and also my boo Callie Vick is from the Mo3 sector. Just my thoughts is beef sector, my love. That's my love. Hi, beautiful. He says, so sorry what happened, but don't let the devil steal your joy. Continue to be positive. And that's what it is, just my thoughts. I was already feeling off emotions yesterday with them striking my channel and stuff like that, getting my monetization gone and stuff like that. And then, I don't really know. I just got out of my body last night. Y'all know I don't be getting on her cussing and some more stuff, but I was cussing. I was definitely cussing and I wanted to do something. Hi, Rockwell. She said, hey, Miss Parker, boo, my check. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm on lunch. I'm listening. Love you, Miss Parker. Stay strong. You have mad love, especially for me, boo. Rockwell, you know I love you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But yeah, I got out of my body. So I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? I still was popping my little stuff earlier and stuff like that. But I'm over it. But I'm just saying what's not for me is not for me. At the end of the day, I'm Memphis Sector, I'm Rock Squad, I'm Punch Gang for life, and definitely Mo 3 Sector for life, period, hands down. But I do have to be mindful that the devil is at large right now, and I don't like that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? I like being peaceful at the nutter, right? Like I'm over it, Nutter, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm over it. And salute to Broadway. Salute to my boy 357. Broadway said, anybody who mess with Miss Parker, and when I find out, man, I'm on your ass. So salute to 357. Salute. Got to get back to work. Okay, have a good day at work. Have a good day at work. But what y'all got going on? We got the meet and greet coming up. I don't know if they're announcing it on the Rock Squad channel, but we definitely have the balloon release and meet and greet coming up October the 27th. So make sure y'all get y'all shirts, y'all Rock Squad shirts. Make sure y'all get y'all Justice for Shanquilla Robinson shirts as well and stuff. It's gonna be a great event. You know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna be nice for me to meet all of y'all all together. She said, "Oh, these are the things I was explaining to you when we met. Don't worry, you're gonna be blessed 100 times more." Oh, Rockwell, thank you. You did. You did. Callie, man, y'all, give it up for my girl Callie Vick right here, man. She's one of the best moderators in our sector. I mean, hands down, Callie, you hold it down for everybody. I said, Callie, I think you on a modern waiting list. Everybody's waiting to see when your availability will be open to mod on their channel. He said, yeah, as long as you good, but whoever did that, if you watch Suck a Dog Bean, let's go, Nutter. Let's go. Let's go. My peoples. But yeah, anyway, uh, I love you too. I love you too, for real, Callie. I love you too. But yeah, I was all over the place this morning, out my body. You know what I'm saying? Left 5 Broadways, chilling, vibing over there. Yeah, I know it's always a vibe at Broadways. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah, you know what, Orissa, I could have found out, but I had deleted. I had ended up just going through and deleting stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they said reuse content, and I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? I know, big nutter boy. Whatever. And my girl Rockwell has a channel too. You know, I'm gonna share one of Rockwell's videos on my community wall, so y'all can go follow Rockwell and stuff like that. But I just wanted to come live. My girls was asking what happened. Hi, Nay Nay Boo. Um, just asking what's going on and stuff like that. I mean, thought they was gonna go live with Shank Rock, but he didn't go live. But okay, on something else. How do y'all really feel about them finding Tamaya in the river? You know what I'm saying? How did y'all feel about that live that Shank Rock did last night? Everybody ain't your friend. You know, I'm glad. One thing about the Mo 3 sector, because we really got the throughout Mo 3's death, we really got to understand that song. Everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner. And right now in my sector, as we know, in the Mo 3 sector, things are heating up. It is getting deep. We are going yet down another rabbit hole with the Cole Gotti and Rain situation and Miss Nicole. So I got my seatbelt on. I'm ready to see it. Salute to Mahaya for having Rain over there on his channel, kind of explaining what's going on. Salute to Soul Player and Duke Furrow. You know what I'm saying? They have been giving me life with this situation, because it was all always speculation with us in the Mo3 sector and stuff about who these people was. And salute to Sko. Of course, me being on the panel would just say no to Sko. I got to actually sit with the Jossie Banks and the last person that Mo3 was with and stuff like that, before his life was taken, and sit up on the panel with Rainwater and sit with Ratchet TV when Trap Boy Freddy caught in. So it's always been a mystery ride for me throughout my sector to figure out who did this. And now with these with Rain and Kogati, it's getting interesting for us. It's a lot going on. Motherfuckers be too pressed on her. Man, Nutter, who you telling? Nutter, it's like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Miss Parker, I want to thank you for keeping this going. You are a saver for many people, Miss Parker. All right, you save on here. Say thank you for that. Oh, thank you, Marie. I appreciate you, love. Because when I don't even feel like I'm helping nobody, y'all make me feel better. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make me feel a lot better about that, and I appreciate that. Miss Parker, everyone, remember protecting your peace means speaking your peace. You did that, so shine on. Yes, D. Yes, thank you for coming through, D. And D is also a content creator, a peaceful content creator, but another content creator in our sector, and she's really got some nice things going on over there. And I like to push people in positive directions and stuff like that, because of course the Rock Squad family be amazed at the things that go on in our sector. You know what I'm saying? They haven't seen the worst of it, but I definitely get shamed to introduce them to how bad these YouTube streets are and how deep it can really get. And it's actually scary. It's like walking down a 6 mile dark alley. You just don't know what you're gonna run into or what's gonna happen. It's always like that every day. But how did y'all feel about he said facts, Miss Parker, for real. How did y'all feel about Tamaya? How did the definitions of everybody ain't your friend, you know what I'm saying, definitely speaks out in this case again. I was reading up about Lyndon Latham, and he was a young guy, 18 years old, just graduated. Imagine having a child just graduate high school, and you're so happy. We are proud parents because to see that day, for us to live to see our babies walk across the stage and succeed, especially for me, it was the proudest moment of my life. And so I'm reading, along with the Shanquilla, it gets you to start looking into some stories and things that's going on. You really have your eyes open to what's really happening around the world and what's really happening to us as Black people, and especially again with trying to get justice. How positive vibes, I love. I'm in a better spirit today. I just got it all out, and yeah, I'm over it. I'm over it. I ain't about to lose no edges messing with this devilish stuff. I'm not. Hi boo, hi my legend. Hi. He said all this fussing and yelling and doxing, but everybody forgot about the real content. Everybody should be covering the rain. Man, look, Nutter, I'm over. I don't pull back up in Dukes, and it just takes me back to the beginning. Off subject real quick, but it just took me back to the beginning of when I pulled up on Skull. You know what I'm saying, and how deep the Mo3 story really went. You know what I'm saying, and salute to the Dallas bloggers. All of them. Because without them, I wouldn't know. Salute to MHB as well. I'm not a hater or nothing. Respect is respect, and they did that. You know what I'm saying? And to be on the stage with these people was amazing. You know what I'm saying? To be on the stage with Mo3's sister would just say no to Skull was amazing for me. So meeting Polar Bear, you know what I'm saying, in his chat, and all the Polar babies and everybody that was created under Polar was amazing and stuff like that. The Warren Dallas, such as K Curl and the Bando was talking about, salute to her. You know what I'm saying? We have history in this sector. We have so much good history in this sector that, it's like we're reliving it again. We're, of course, we're revisiting just on the Kogati and Rain situation. So I'm definitely pulling up on these content creators. I'm going to be in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for it. Again, my seatbelt's on, because to me, I feel like more is going to come out, because this is really getting deep. I never thought I would see the day when Kogati and Rain would be into it and actually putting audio out the way that they are. It's a lot going on. She said there are a lot of doxing and no biting in this nonsense, Miss Parker. Yeah, the doxing is getting out of control. Prayers for BZ. I'm sorry about that yesterday. I don't really know everything, but sorry about that, BZ. I'm so sorry that happened to you yesterday. Um, and that's the thing. We want new subs. We want people to come and sub to us. I don't want just my Mo3 sector people in here. Cali Boo. I go my sis Miss Callie's Kitchen. Y'all make sure y'all go follow my sis for some great recipes. She will have you gaining weight through the screen. But we want new subs. You know what I'm saying? But people are scared to come and rock with us just off of how we carry on over here. You know what I'm saying? It used to be so much fun. When we all first was collabing and running the chats, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing like seeing a good scratch on the panel, but scratching has turned into looking up our kids, pictures of our kids, you know what I'm saying? Charges and stuff being pressed. So mothers having to leave their children and stuff like that. Man, it pains me. It pains me to see all of us in this situation, not just them, because what happens is it affects all of us. You know what I'm saying? Because we're down to picking sides and feeling like, even though some people don't say it, you almost do have to pick a side in a lot of things that's going on down here. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that for us. Dr. Lashania, thank you for coming through, my boo. Brian said, yeah, I definitely respect SCO and MHB. They started it all. Yes, yes, yes. And then don't forget, you guys, we got the ratchet situation going on. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of narratives being spun. I don't know what to decipher the lies from the truth right now. It's those allegations is something that I don't want to see painted on my brothers. But, at the same time, I don't know. I wasn't there. But, man, this sector has so much stuff going on. We have the old school people coming back out, you know what I'm saying who's the Mo3 sector, who is really a part of the Mo3 sector. And I still say I'm a day one. I started under SCO and Ratchet, so, and I know most of y'all started under Polar, you know what I'm saying? I met y'all through Polar Bear. Salute to him as well, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot. But again, we want subscribers, we want new subs and stuff, and we don't want to run off our new subs because potentially we don't know who's watching us to say, hey, I see some bright potential in this person. You know what I'm saying? Let me help this person out. Let me take this person somewhere, you know what I'm saying, different. Let me see if I can, kind of veer them off. But we can because of who we got as mods, or who we got, the things we say, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Long as I've been in this sector, I still see comments and be like, man, we hell in this chat. Y'all hell. And I always put the running emojis. When it be so much, I do those running emojis. And I'm like, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because it just be a lot. And I want new subs. I want new people. I want to see new faces. I want to make somebody different smile and things like that, make somebody's day. He said, we had a youngin get killed right outside of his graduation in Richmond, Virginia. I might do something on it later down the line. Big Nut, I think that'll be good. I seen that. That was so painful. Are you talking about the one and his father got unalived as well? So that's what I was getting back to. Let me get back to this, but I just wanted to touch on it since I seen my Mo3 sector up in here to say, put on your seatbelts, let's get on this ride. It's a lot going on. Cali, your state of Texas is off the hook right now, you know what I'm saying? But I'm here for it. My boo Vibrant, thank you for coming, love. But anyway, Lyndon Latham, 18 years old, just graduated. And it puts me in the mind of the Shanquilla Robinson sector because the mother has said that, let me read this before I get into it. Trust and believe doxing will be outlawed, especially on public platforms on YouTube, because Congress members and their families are being doxed. Wow, just my thoughts. I didn't know. Wow. Yeah, our doxing is doxing. You know what I'm saying? And I respect everybody. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, 80s baby. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate y'all hitting the like button any kind of donations y'all send to me, thank y'all so much. It's greatly appreciated. But I'm here for the love of y'all. I love y'all. And without y'all, there wouldn't be no Miss Parker and stuff. But anyway, Lennon Latham goes with his friend to the park, tell his mother they're coming. He'll be back later on. And she never saw him again. She said she loved what she loved about her son was always to keep the location on his phone. So she said she seen the car, they had his car in the phone, his best friend. Again, we got this best friend label and stuff. And this best friend looks like they're driving home or whatever, driving him toward his house. And she said, hop by state, sis. But yeah, he looked like, she said she thought they was dropping him off, but she said she noticed that on the GPS they veered off and she didn't understand why they veered off. But she said, okay, maybe he's going over to the friend's house, nothing big. So she said she calls him again, and she said nothing, no answer. So she's trying to figure out, okay, let me go over to the house. Let me get over to this house and see what's going on, So she says she goes over there. She's calling his phone. Hey, coffee girl, my boo. She goes over there to see what's going on. And she said all the lights are out in the house as if they're in their sleep. So she's outside the young man's house like, where's my son? Like, yo, tell my son to answer his phone. Why he ain't answering his phone? And nothing. She said he texts back the friend, the best friend. It's the best friend for me again. He texts back and says, oh, he's still at the park. He's still at the park, but yet you got his phone. She said when they had the funeral, nothing. Nobody pulled up. Nobody showed up. She said this young man had went on vacations, sat at her dinner table many a days, and nothing. Again, another family with no justice. Nobody got charged. He ended up coming up in the water with strangulation around his throat. Lennon Latham in Florida. Yes, Callie, Lennon Latham. And it was like, could y'all imagine? Again, we coming up on the year of Shanquilla Robinson with best friends, with a so-called best friend that went on vacation with the mother, sat at the table for dinner with a daughter unalived, with a best friend that never comes to the funeral, with a best friend that comes and looks in your face and say, oh, I'm so sorry this happened to your daughter, Miss Alejandra. I'm so sorry. Alcohol poison. But then the autopsy reveals different. Tamaya on the boat, twerking, jerking. That's my best friend. Only to be found in some water. With some best friends saying, oh, I don't know. I haven't seen her. I don't know what happened to her. What we doing with these best friends? What conversations are we having with our children now seeing so much of this happening? I saw the mom's interview. Yes. Oh, man. Marty, look. She tore me up. Hi, Sister Wells. Hi. Man, when y'all go look at Lennon Latham's mama, could y'all just put yourself in the mother's shoes? Not that your child is missing and you got a little hope. You holding on to hope. By God's grace that your child gonna turn that doorknob and walk in your house, and you know what I'm saying, you gonna hear, Mom, here I am. But we are talking about no answers at all. Death hits different when it's answers. A car accident, it still hurt. It still stings. It's gonna forever hurt. But when you have no answers for your children and they get to walk around, these people get to walk around. You might ride past, you know what I'm saying? Just dazed and confused because you want to know what happened to your baby. And you see that child get to walk around. But yeah, you still have no answers. But these are best friends, y'all. These is best friends. We got to throw that out of here. We got to get that word out of here. When I went to the brunch for Shanquilla Robinson, one thing Tamika Mallory said, quit calling them the Cabo Six. It sounds like superheroes. It gives them a classy name. Instead of just being that they're murderers. The friend. Where's the parents? It's not just the best friends. I'm looking at the parents. Because that would be on my conscience to know that my child was involved or in a situation like this. I couldn't hold it in. I couldn't hide it. Just because, what if that was mine? So see, we got so much going on this app. Has anybody looked into the thousand kids? It's 1,000 kids missing in Ohio. How do 1,000 Black kids come up missing in Ohio? It's Toya Baby did a live about that. My kids walk and do, you know what I'm saying? All my kids don't have cars, you know what I'm saying? My youngest son catches Uber all the time, but he walks certain places. What is happening to our Black people? Where are we going? What is happening? Those are the conversations we should be having on here. Not nobody trying to control your chat, you know what I'm saying? None of that. And again, I say I don't incorporate with anybody besides who I'm affiliated with, just because I don't trust people. And after last night when I had to get out of my body, that's why I don't trust people. That's exactly why I don't trust people. When you messy and you got a whole lot of mess going on and you like mess, and it's always something going on, but y'all looking to blame somebody else. I don't want to be around y'all. I don't want to be around y'all because I don't trust y'all. Because see, in real life, if you're like this on this app and we're grown, it ain't kids. I be feeling like I'm in high school, y'all. She said the Trader Six. Yes. She said this world is so filled with hate, ER have to keep on the armor of God. You do, Coffee Girl, you do. Because you just don't know. I don't trust these people. I don't trust these people. I remember when a subscriber came in the chat one day and said, I really want to meet you in Shank Rock. And I was like, thanking for what? Personal meet, not a meet and greet. Personal meet. I'm going hip hop, my boo. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Hip Hop Caviar too. I've shared her lives on my community wide as well. Make sure y'all go follow her. Great content. She gives content. But yes, it gives off that everybody ain't your friend. Everybody don't got any good intention, whether we older or not. We don't have to be those kids' age to, you know what I'm saying, get snaked, get something, anything done to you. I don't trust people. I'm good, boo. I hope all is well with you, hip hop. But I don't trust people. Go read these stories about these kids. And it'll give you a better outlook on things. You know what I'm saying? It'll give you a deeper insight of what's happening. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. So if I never got up on the panel when y'all was over there doing y'all thing, hi, my boo, Miss Renee. Miss Renee is also a great content creator, and I be loving your little court sessions, Miss Renee. I be in the bushes, but I love how you host your court sessions. But anyway, I don't put input because I don't know what happened. I just see a mother grieving. And when I go to these brunches and when I do go, I go as a mother. I go as a mother. And when I see that mother and I see how dark her eyes are and full of grief, it is painful to watch. Lennon Latham's mother's videos are painful to watch. These stories are horrendous. It is happening. We got Tamaya now in Memphis. Nothing. What about the little girl that walked with her friend and they fall and she walked and then she ended up in a ditch? Well, what happened? Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second. Yeah, what you know what I'm saying? We got the Tamaya coming up. What's going on? Where's the answers? Why do these people get to walk away free? Why do these best friends get to walk away free? How is death so easy for people? How is taking somebody's life just so simple now? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. This is now. I'm gonna give a conspiracy theorist on this. It's so simple because guess what? Nobody's having to serve justice. Biden's on the plane falling down steps and shit. He's slipping on stage like he just slipped on a banana peel. He just slipped off the plane the other day. No concern for us in our communities. High spoken facts. Thank you, love. Thank you. She said, Miss Sylvia said, don't forget to hug your sons today. Hi, big O. We don't get no justice. They don't care about us. So we have no choice but to get on her and bring awareness. So people can, so we can start caring about us. I care about y'all. I care about y'all children. If nobody else does. They only care about votes. He's way in another country worried about them. What about us? My child could be next, thinking he's got a friend because, see, I can have conversations all day with my babies about, trusting because I don't trust nobody. I don't care who they are. I don't even like people in my house. And I tell my kids all the time when they say, it's my friend, I'm like, I don't know them. You ain't never bought them around, man. Look, I'll be honest. Like, you might say it's your friend, but I don't know them for you to be saying it's my good friend. Good. Hey, I never heard of them. So I just don't trust people because of things I sit back and see. My kids ain't watching the news. They ain't into this. They into the killer music and all of that. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Keeping up with the Joneses, the latest Jordans and stuff. They not studying me. They not watching this. Did he really just talk again? People no longer respect the value of human life. They don't. They don't. So who's going to talk for us? Who's standing up for us? She said, you got to protect your energy. Facts. Yes. So when people do these lives, I be into it. I'm into it. It is so many unsolved cases when you watch true crime. You like, what about us? What about us? What about the color people? But nobody fights anymore. We fight each other. We are so busy on here fighting each other, fighting people we don't know. You can't even get on here and say you're doing good for yourself because it's got people upset. Like, damn, I can't do good. You can't have 1,000. You can't get 3,000 subs. You know what I'm saying, and have 1,000 in your chat without somebody being mad. Like, we are losing focus of what's happening around us. Everybody's trying to run you instead of run their own life, run their own channel. Focus on what they got going on around them. Focus on communities. Who's giving back? And when you give back, do it have to be told? Because, see, when you give back because that's what the heart wanted to do. When you go to a march, go to the march, but invite people to that march. Hey, y'all, come on down. We marching for justice for this family. Salute to Skoka Hines for sitting at that for the Isaiah Allen young man, black man, shot by another black man in the back of his head for a quarter cake, a Debbie snack cake. Left behind 2 beautiful children. No justice. The store owner says, go take his life. Get him. And the black man got him. See the orders we are taking as black people. We are so quick to take orders from other people to damage our own people. We are destroyers at best. I'm not going to keep blaming the blue people because it's not. We don't want to see nobody do better. We just got to be honest. Miss Renee said we are our own enemy. Absolutely, Miss Renee. When we go get our hair done as Black women, don't we have another Black woman checking our hair just to see if it's one tiny piece of hair out of place? Ain't it? I don't like the color. Oh, her lace front is pushed back too far. Well, I don't know why she got the hair do her edges. Let's just be honest. We are destroyers of our own kind. This is why we don't get justice. Because we'd rather go sit somewhere where we tear each other up to shreds. We're not over there celebrating hip hop caviar for being a Black woman who's holding her own platform, you know what I'm saying, pushing great content. We're not over there with Shank Rock applauding that Black man for countless hours of sleep. Looking at Shanquilla Robinson as his own daughter. Keep asking me for understanding when I can't give them the answers because I don't know why she thought these people was her friends. It made me look at the definition of friendship different. Cause I don't know what friends mean anymore after watching this stuff, y'all. I don't know what the definitions of friends mean. Cause I ain't never been that type, but I don't know a type that'll sit in your mama face and you know what I'm saying, and look you in the eye and tell you, you know, yeah, she just had alcohol poisoning, and they comfort you only to come to find out that they took your daughter out. We got some cold-blooded people in this world today. Again, the negative outweighs the positive. We don't see light, good light in people, the good people, because we are all in darkness of our own hate, our own. We are just, I don't even know another word for it. We are disturbed, a disturbed kind of people. And that's what I don't want to be. She said the hate is real in Black communities. That's why Biden and them don't care about us. They know we don't care about each other. Look at the stores in our neighborhood. Our neighborhoods are predominantly liquor stores. And ran down Family Dollar General stores where the floors be so black when you walk in the aisle to go find your paper towels and stuff, your shoes are sticky. The schools, they rebuilding the schools, but still no good education. The teachers ain't getting paid much, so they go in there and give what they're getting paid to give. You have some good ones, but that's what they're doing in the Black communities. So we need people to fight for justice for us, not just justice of life, but all kinds. It's all kind of weirdness going on. And when Biden leaves, it's going to be somebody just as worse. We are fighting for our lives with this C-19. Yeah. See, they keep coming up with stuff because something about a Black, something that's in the Black people's genes that is so strong. See, we are the promised ones. That's why C-19 wasn't wiping us out. So they keep creating stuff like we want population control, but we need these Black people gone too. What's going on? Now we're going to inject the mosquitoes. Now we're going to make chicken legs bigger than a human to take us out. See, we taking each other out, but you know what I'm saying? We catching on. We waking up a little bit. So they need more to take us out. Again, the drugs, it's the fentanyl now. So we have to wake up and pay attention to what's going on. Our Black kids are just pushing their friends off the boat and going on with their life. Our Black friends are fighting and recording it, watching our child get unalived in our faces and going on with their lives. We just seen one of the Trader Six throw one of the hugest parties ever. Malik threw a big party. He was celebrating life. Because, see, they took one or they watched one get taken. But he got to celebrate life. Do you know the feel of the mother watching that? Social media playing this man throwing one of the biggest parties, celebrating life, popping bottles. Yeah, that's what we got going on. I'm disturbed. I was disturbed yesterday, listening to Maya, finding her. I was disturbed. I was disturbed for her mother. I was disturbed for her family. Again, the little girl in Texas that went walking, her and her friend. Remember, she fought the friend, the friend's cousins, only to come back unalived in a ditch. And they said, "What happened to her?" Oh, she went walking down the street. I don't know. I went the other way. What? Another no justice. A life gone. It's gonna continue to be that. We just seeing the beginning of it. It's only gonna get worse. But see, I stand for something. Yeah, Miss Renee, you surely can. Girl, y'all know, look, Miss Renee. These rollers in my head are too tight, baby. But yeah, that's where we are. That's why I asked y'all, how did y'all feel yesterday knowing she was found in the water? Thinking she was having a good time with her friends. It's again, it's only gonna get worse. I don't wanna see it. Miss Sylvia said McDonald's and Wendy's dollar cheeseburgers. Now, Miss Sylvia Black, you know you wrong for coming in here saying that. You wrong. You wrong. I love cake and cheeseburgers and stuff. You wrong. Let me block Miss Sylvia out the chat real quick. No, I'm just joking, Miss Sylvia. Thank you for that. Here go Miss Renee. She said, I think we need a state of emergency regarding our children and young adults. Hey, Miss Renee.
Hey, beautiful.
How are you?
How are you? I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Welcome.
I was gonna go live and something I seen you. I seen that you was live. I said, let me go over here in this parking chat. And I said, I haven't been over here in a minute. I said, so when I came in, I sat for a second before I spoke. I said, dog, she is talking about some real shit today. You and excuse my language, I didn't mean to say that. I'm trying to stop cursing. But you speaking
Miss
on some
Renee, do
real
you,
stuff
girl?
today.
Do you?
And I love my black people. Hey, chat. Hey, everybody in the chat. I love my black people. I do. I wouldn't trade my black culture for nothing. But we we killing our own self.
Mm-hmm.
We are definitely killing our own self. It's like it's no love in the black community anymore. Back in like the 80s, 70s, and even the early 90s, it was like it was all about peace and love. I mean, yeah, we had a little crime, stuff will happen and you be like, well, we already know that's not no black person. But when stuff go on now, you already know, oh, some nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just stupid stuff. Nobody don't watch out for other people, kids. Now you scared to let people watch your kids because your kind is doing some stupid stuff. It's crazy. It's like ever since, and I speak this on my channel sometimes, ever since Big Mama, Grandmama, the real Big Mamas, and the real grandma, not the grandmas that's 35 years old. I'm talking about the ones that was in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know what I'm saying? When they got gone, it's like it's everything started crashing.
Mm-hmm.
It started crashing because the The grandmas and you know what I'm saying, and the grandfathers, they used to put a hold on their family, on their foundation. When they built their foundation, they kept a hold. They was the head of the family. So whatever that went on, you know, they gonna step in, and it don't matter what it was. But now, no, we got black people hating on the next black person because the next black person don't came up in the world, don't did some hard work to get them to a certain spot in life, and then you got the person next door to you mad because you don't came up. Instead of being mad at the next what they got going on, why not ask them, well, how did you get to where you at today? Can you show me how I can get to where you at?
Mm.
Instead of hating.
Let's go,
It
Miss
just
Renee.
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just no love. You know, money. We all know your grandma then used to tell you money is the root of all evil.
Ooh.
And the one thing they have to say, well, all we gotta do is flash some money in front of them. We can get them to do whatever we want them to do. If we want them to kill off their kind, that's exactly what they're gonna do. See, way back when we didn't have nothing like that, when we were struggling to get to where we at today, it was love. You couldn't flash no money in front of nobody and think, oh no, you know, you can't give me that. No, you can't give me that. I can't do that. I have a heart. I can't do that to my brother like that. I can't do that. But now all you gotta do is splash a little bit of money, and they're gonna do whatever you want them to do. If I need to set you up, if I need to kill you, whatever it need to be, I'm gonna do it because of the fact that you don't put that money in front of my face.
Absolute.
We is not that hungry that we gotta go and do stuff like that. That your morals get taken away from you. That's why these young boys out here doing all this stuff, doing with this rapping stuff. They want to get mad at the person that don't made it. Well, then, if that the case, if you get and do your grinding, you won't have to worry about being mad because of that young man don't did what he had to do. He may have did some, struggle a little bit to get to where he get, but then you decide that okay, you don't made it. I think it's time for you to leave this earth. Who give anybody the rights to tell somebody that it's your time up on this earth? Ain't but one person can make that decision. But now everybody making that decision. If you said in your mind, "Oh, I want him gone," so you set out to go do what you got to do, or have somebody to do it. Then who gives you that right to take somebody else's child off of this earth because you mad because you can't get where they at?
Mm.
Or they driving a better car than you, or they flashing new clothes than better than what you doing. So you get mad. Okay, so today I'm gonna wake up. I'm just gonna go down here and I'm just gonna hit Raheem up right quick, and he need to say goodbye to his family because I just don't like him no more. So since I don't like him, he don't need to be on this earth no more. Who give you the right? Who gives you that right? And we like black people. And like I said, I love black. I love my culture. I do. But you're lazy. This general, this time right here, lazy. Nobody don't want to work for what they want. They want to take away. They let the other person work for it, and they just take it away from them.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
You were
And it's
speaking.
sad.
Miss Renee, so tell me, so we see Tamaya, since that's the newest, we on to Miss Tamaya now. It seems like every day we're waking up to another young life being taken by so-called friends. We see this vibrant
Hmm.
young black lady on the boat, and we see all her friends around her like, get it, girl, hey, hey. But all at the same time, what you just said, already having that in their mind to take her life.
To take her life. And see, that's the thing now. That's the cover up. Oh, now we all go have some fun. And since I don't like her, really, I really don't like her like that. So now we go and have some fun, acting like we all. Then y'all want to take somebody's life because y'all somewhere down the line you don't like this chick because you jealous of her. So by you being jealous of her, you take her life. We already had that one case with what I should that Robinson girl,
Yes.
surrounded by jealousy. Jealousy. So they plotted. Oh, so we just gonna go and do this and take her life. If you feel that much jealous about somebody, leave them alone. Move around, move on to other friends. If that the case, you got that so much, that's evil. And this day and time is evil. When
Mm,
2000 came in, it's like it brought evilness with it. It brought the evilness, and it's like lives of kids are getting missing just out of nowhere. And if you black people don't step back and look at what's going on, it's a whole lot of, you notice, and I'm not racist, but it's more black kids being missing than it is white, Asian.
yes. Miss Renee,
All our black people gone.
1,000 black kids in May came up missing. How?
Hmm.
In Ohio. How?
How? How?
And I mean, some of them was. I was. I see DL Hughley posted, and then like I said, the content creator is Toya Baby. She's one of the Skull Game members. She posted it and did a little short on it, and I'm thinking it when you go look at these dates and these times, and I'm going, what's going on, Miss Renee? What is going on with our black kids coming up missing? And then all but for the Carly Russell to do what she do and set us back
Mm-hmm.
another 100 years. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're not
Mm-hmm.
plastering that. Why haven't we seen that plastered on the news? Because see how we get down in real time.
Mm-hmm. 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 You
We
know
is,
what?
go ahead, Miss
And
Renee.
that's crazy. That's crazy that they even like that. It, and you wonder why other cultures be saying the things they say about us. Our our strength is so weak. It's so weak. At one point, black communities used to be strong. You can't go out here and mess with somebody's child and think somebody ain't gonna tell on you. Now you a child can get hurt, and your neighbor is sitting right down the porch and seeing it all happen. But you think that neighbor gonna tell it? No, because of the fact that these people and let me say this right here, and I'm a true believer, and I may be wrong, and some people may not agree with me, but you know what? A lot of stuff that's going on in these streets, I blame the parents.
Absolutely.
I blame the parent. And I'm gonna tell you why I blame the parents. Because at the end of the day, I don't care if you at that job, all this technology that they got going on right here, you can put cameras in your house. You can see what your kids going on. You can call and see where they at. When you come home from work, don't think that you just supposed to just get on in the bed and not check on your kids and see what's going on with them. You're not, and there's no structure in the house anymore. Nobody, cause they call themselves put the law. The kids can call police. I'm gonna tell you something about mine. I'm gonna beat you down, and I'm gonna call 911 for you, and I'm gonna hand you the phone. But before I give you that phone, I'm gonna tell your behind up, because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep my foundation in my house. No, nobody don't see. Let me tell you something. What I do, Miss Parker, every day. If I go live. If I go live like 2 or 3, and it goes on to like 6 o'clock, while I'm on live, sometime when I get home from work, I cook. I cook my dinner. And when everybody come home, I get up. I have a co-host, so I tell my co-host, I like, well, you can run it, or we can shut it down. But at 6 o'clock every day, I sit at my table with my kids and I talk to them. I eat with them. I ask them how their day going. Is anybody bothering you at school? Is anything that we need to talk about? Is anything that I need to come up to the school about? Whatever. I'm taking that little bit of time. Yeah, I'm tired because I've been on work. But at the end of the day, I got a household. I have a family that I gotta take care of. I don't want them I don't want to neglect them because I'm tired. Because at the end of the day, when your kid's not able to sit and talk to you and tell you what's going on with them, you're gonna lose control of your household.
Mm,
I make sure that I sit every day at 6 o'clock. My kids know 6 o'clock is dinner time. If you out there playing and with your friends, it's time to get back in the house. When you get out of school first before you even go out the door, I need you to come in, do your homework, do your chores, and get ready to have family time. My family time is every day with my kids at 6 o'clock, so they can sit there and tell me what's going on, what they feeling. We don't have that no more. And I build my foundation. I'm building my foundation so when I leave this world, my kids can say, well, mama did spend time with us and she did ask us how our day was. I check on everything. I check phones. Oh yeah, I check phone. You can't have no password in my house. No, because whenever I feel the mood that I want to check your phone, I want to be able to get in there. So no, we don't do no password. And if they do a password, it'd be a password I've been on gave. If my son asked me, can he put a pass on it? She's like, Mom, because if I lose my iPhone, I don't want nobody to be able to get it. Okay, yeah, this is the code you're gonna use because whenever I want to look in it, I can be able to get in it. See, these kids running around here in these streets the way they do because ain't nobody being parent. Because like I said, what you grandma at 35? No, you shouldn't be no grandma at no 35 because you got to know what's going on in your house. Since Big Mom, my grandmom and them and Big Mamas and all them ain't here no more, what? Guess what? I'm gonna carry the legacy on and I'm gonna do what they do. My son is 13 years old, and I know at this time he's vulnerable, so he can get with his little friends and they gonna do the little things that they do in the street. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. I'm gonna come where you at. I'm gonna come where you at.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I tell my son right now, I say, let me tell you something. My other kids, they already know they grown and got their own household, got going on. And I tell my son right now, 13-year-old, let me tell you something. You go to jail for stupid stuff, your ass gonna sit right there.
Mhm.
Don't call mama. Because at the end of the day, what I'm teaching you, you should use your head. Now, if you go to jail for something that was out of your control, and you had to do what you had to do, like maybe fight this because you got to save yourself or something that I know. Okay, I'm coming. I'm gonna visit. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. If I gotta sell a house, if I gotta sell cooler, I got whatever I gotta do. I'm gonna get you out of there. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But stupid stuff. Like being mad about what somebody else has got, or stealing from somebody, or taking somebody, or fighting for stupid stuff. Oh no, no, you gonna sit down. You gonna
Mhm.
sit there
Mhm.
because I teach you. I'm teaching you morals. Don't be out here in these streets looking stupid because I am an adult and I have an image. Because at the end of the day, when your kids go out here in these streets, they represent you. So you ain't gonna represent me going out here trying to be bad, stealing these people cars and stuff like that, being in these gangs and all that. You don't need. I'm all the gang you need.
Let's
I'm
go.
all the gang you need. So you go out here and you do something. No, ain't no streets gonna certify to take my child from me. Not something that I don't did 9 months with. I'm laying up on a table trying to push you on out of here. So no. And people they think because their kids get 18 years old, they think, oh, you gotta take your hands. I know you don't take your that baby come into this world, that baby is yours. I don't care if they 25, 35, 45. Until the day you close your eyes, you still supposed to be in your child's life and you still supposed to know what's going on, whether they in their household or not. Because I
Mm.
caught my adult child, I caught her right now. What's going on? What you and your husband doing? You know?
Mhm.
And,
Mhm.
and, and, and like I said, it's just so crazy. It's this since 2000 came in. I'm saying this again since 2000 came in and brought evil in this world. Never back back when you didn't have all this. You barely hear anything about the killing. The killing. And
Mhm.
I'm not saying that it never happened, but you barely heard about it. And you know what I'm saying? People again came together. We can't come. You can't come together. And you want to trust people, but you can't trust people because of some of the stuff that's going on in the world. And you don't know if you want to open up that door for somebody. But sometimes we have to put our pride aside and do what we gotta do. If it means you gotta open up that door, then that means you open up that door. I'm not saying open the door all the way. Just crack that bitch a little bit. What can I do for you? What what you need? You hungry? You know what I'm saying? You need some help? Whatever, whatever. Until you feel comfortable, then you open the door all the way. But we don't got that. Black people, we have no love for each other no more. Period. Don't
Mm.
have no love for each other no more. And then you think back how our people back ancestors and stuff, what they had to go through to get us to where we at today. And this is the slap in the face that you give them.
Mm.
This is the slap that black people is looking really stupid in this world today. And I'm just keeping it 100. Looking very stupid. It's crazy.
And
It's
I'm glad you
crazy.
said that about all, the smack in the face, because again, now we got racism coming back. We got the Alabama boat brawl. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it
Mm-hmm.
is so much going on that we won't wake up to what's really happening. You get what I'm saying? We
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
won't wake up. Salute, big dog. We won't wake up to what's really happening around us. You know what I'm saying? And that was the show of racism is still here and it's at an all-time high. And when I looked at that video, Miss Renee, I never forget the first day I looked at it, and I seen at the top the black people watching. It was a family of black people watching. And then I saw
Mm-hmm.
one black man take off down the ramp. I was like, let's go. Not to see violence, but to help that black man.
Mm-hmm.
Because they was okay with ganging that black man and more white people walking and fighting that black man.
Yep, they was. They really
Working,
was.
doing his job. See, they put a label on us. You know what I'm saying? They put a label on us black people anyway. But this was an honest working black man just asking them to move that boat.
See, but this is the thing though, Miss Parker. We put that jacket on us. We as black people put that jacket on us. Because at the end of the day, when that man did his job, well, no, I ain't gonna say that because it was people on the boat that, and I seen videos, they was, supporting the man behind. So I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. But we do put our jackets on ourselves. You know what I'm gonna say? One day I was searching, and this is no lie. I was searching the internet, and somehow the KKK thing popped up on my screen. So I clicked on it. So I was just reading through it. I'm just being nosy. Look, and they said, "Well, we don't have to kill the black people because the black people doing it to themselves." And you
Interesting.
know what? I said to myself, I said, you know what? I can't even be mad because what they said is true. It's true. I couldn't even get mad about it. Now
You
the
know,
KKK is not. It's still out here, and they still they had no went undercover, but they back. Cause now they the police officer. Now they the whoever. They just, you know what I'm saying? They just ain't wearing the white sheets no more. They were looking around here saying, "Yeah, look at these niggas out here acting stupid."
and another thing you said that was important of how money's the root of all evil. Because when we go back to George Floyd, when we go to Breonna Taylor, we just had, Shank Rock just did a live where they was threatening to take Tamika Mallory's life. Y'all ready to take Tamika Mallory's life because she's fighting for justice she's fighting for the fact that our kids' life mean more to us than some money.
Hmm.
The people that took that
Mm.
young lady's life needs to be locked up.
Need to be
Guess
locked
what
up.
happened? Nothing, Miss Renee. Nothing.
Mm.
Oh, we're gonna give you 1 million dollars. We're gonna give you this amount of dollars.
Ain't that much money in the world could when you take somebody's child. Ain't that much money in the world. Nothing. It don't make nothing better because you what? Cause you throwing a couple of million towards my way. I'd rather have my child than this money. But that's what they do now. They do all the stuff that they do and try to cover everything up, cover it up, thinking that the money gonna heal everything, but it's not. Even like in the 70s when they was doing the Black Panther, you know, it's still Black Panther, but it ain't strong like it used to be. They used to be on point with everything. They used to be on point with everything, but now it's like it's just that it's just the Black Panther. That's it. We need people. We need to come together. We need to come together. Do I think we can come together? Hell no, I don't think that. Hell no, we ain't gonna never come together. We're apart and we're gonna stay apart because we got so many black people here that's uh we pulling. It's tug of war. Put it like that. It's tug of war. We can't because there's some that's not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. And these poor like babies, and I'm talking about the one that just with the boat accident that just happened, and the young lady with what I'm saying, that went to Mexico or whatever, stuff like that, stuff like that. That's why I say it goes back to um the foundation, your home, your parents. If parents would stay on these kids as they growing up, I think some stuff will be calm and it wouldn't be as worse because we still gonna have little stupid stuff going on because that's what black people is. They would try anything. They
Mm-hmm.
would try anything. That's what we do. We try anything. But it would become if it start in the household as your child is growing up, you can get them they mindset. If and let me say this, mental health is real.
Mm.
If you don't detect that shit at home and that child grow up like these YouTube streets, half of these people on here is mental crazy. I don't think that it's a put on. It shows you right there how black people is. Look what's going on. And this just the internet. You ain't even face to face. This just the internet. And you see the bulls mess that go on here?
And then I read a story about this black guy in Illinois just took the life of two people and their two children. And then gets on the run. Not only is he on the run, he goes picks up his girlfriend of 5 years. Now listen to this, Mr. Renee. He goes pick up his girlfriend, this girl he's been messing with for 5 years. She tells her family, "I love y'all. Take care of my grandkids." She leaves behind 5 children. She's 50
Mm,
now. She's 50 years old. Please take care of my. I love y'all. Please take care of my grandkids and my kids. And he goes on a high speed chase, shoots
mm,
her, and you know takes his own life. The car, wrecks the car, blows up, but he shoots up. You know what I'm saying? And he was black, and they said he got a gun. They don't know why he got a gun because he was registered a felon.
mm,
He had
mm,
so many
mm.
gun cases. He left behind 3 children that he never seen in his life. So, of course, me questioning a black mother of how do you have 3 kids that he never seen in his life? How do you even keep laying up with them? You know what I'm saying? So, it's the world we're living in as black people. The things we are allowing to happen. And the lives he took, they was blue people, of course, and the two babies
Mhm.
And what you just saying that about the mental health, it's scary. It is. I never seen it so much of it coming to life now, Miss Renee. It's almost like what happened.
Because let me tell you why it's so much is like that, because people know that certain, again, and it goes back to the household, back to the parents. You know that your child is something is wrong with your child. You're not paying attention to your child.
Hmm.
You know your child doing crazy stuff, unknown stuff that's not normal. You know this. See, some people tends to just overlook it, and then they grow up to be grown, and the mental thing is still going in their head. So they overlook what they done did. Then when they go out here and do what they did, then the parents want to be like, well, he did do this when well, you should already know that, because then you could have got that baby some help. Then he wouldn't grow up to be this crazy person in the world. To reflect his mental illness on somebody else, where somebody else child end up losing their life.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna tell you something. I have a 17-year-old, and she's not my child. It's my best friend's daughter. My best friend can't couldn't deal with her. I don't had her now for 3 years. She's she's schizophrenic, bipolar, uh something else, ADHD, uh, and one more thing I forgot. But she on medicine. And like I told my best friend, you not notice that something wrong with your child? She had that. She's a twin. She got one twin. I got the other twin. And the twin that she got now, she don't. You not paying attention to your child. Why when I had to get her here with me, and I had to get her evaluated to find out what's going on? She got people living in her head. She got 5 people in her head. She's on 17 years old. I got her when she was 14. No, no, she's 17. She's getting ready to turn 17. I'm sorry, next month. So I got her when she was 14. From the time that I got her, and I sit and I notice all the stuff that's going on with her, you mean tell me this is your child and you didn't notice that your child got a mental problem? But I get her in my household and I know she got a mental problem. I took her right on to the mental health and got her the stuff that she needs. I make sure she take her medicine every day. But you couldn't do that, but this is your child though. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I say people don't pay attention in their household.
Hmm.
So now I know this child could never live on her own. She could never live on her own. So she with me for the rest of her life. Or until I'm not here no more. So I got a responsibility, but I notice it. And see, as she get older, as she's getting older, she's not gonna be able to live on her own, Miss Parker. She would never be able to live on her own. But the idea that I know I detected early, got her some help. She on some medicine. Boom. So now I gotta keep a close eye on her for the rest of her life, or till I close my eyes.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? When you don't pay attention to stuff, that's why we so messed up in this world. And I hate it. I hate it. I really do. I hate it for my black people.
And Miss Renee, I'm glad you said that because I'm guilty of that because it's crazy that you even said I appreciate you bringing awareness about paying attention to our children because the other day um I went in real quick. Y'all make sure y'all go follow those links that Blended Healing is dropping in the chat and Well is dropping in the chat. I appreciate y'all so much. These are great content creators, up and coming content creators, and that's what it's about, showing support. We don't want to support the positivity. We don't want to go and support Miss Renee when she's speaking on, paying attention to our children and things like that. We want to go we want to go support where we getting abused, in the chat, we're potentially going to get cussed out in the chat. Sometimes on this app I think people like being verbally abused, because I see it
Mhm.
getting supported so
Mhm.
much, not even getting supported with a like, share, and subscribe financially. They pay to get abused and stuff like that. But back to this, Miss Renee. The other night I had a conversation with my son, and for some reason I had asked him. I said, we was just, I forget what we were saying, and I said, well, have you ever been suicidal? And he said yes. He said many a times, and he said he even said I put
Mm.
myself in situations to where something could happen to me. And I was like, I was so taken back. I was so taken back, and I was mad at myself because I wasn't paying attention to my children.
Children. Mhm. Mhm. And I get it. As parents, we
Wrong.
get so busy that I understand, and I'm not, and like I said, I'm not trying to say that all parents are bad because you don't pay attention. But sometimes you get so busy, but you got to realize sometimes you got to take time out to talk to your kids and know. And I'm glad that your baby was able and so comfortable enough to tell you that. So now that you know that, now you as a parent, you got to keep an eye on your child. And I'm gonna tell you something. Just just ask him. I'm not saying you got to ask him every day, but ask him how he doing. Make sure you make sure that you try to control the thought that he might have in his head, because and I hope that being that he have that thought in his head, go let him talk to somebody, because something is wrong, because sometimes kids don't like to tell the parents what's going on, but like I said, to detect it early, that way you can go and try to get him some help so that he can get comfortable with somebody to really express himself. And I'm glad that he told you that. I am so glad to hear that. But don't make him feel comfortable where you tell him you're gonna go get him some help. Make him feel comfortable that it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with. I'm just trying to support you and make sure that you're good, because you don't want it to turn into something way off. You don't want that, and I'm so happy to know that. But make sure you take him to let him talk to somebody, because if he had those thoughts, it's something deeply wrong. It's something going on, and it might not even have nothing to do with you. It might not, how old is he?
He's 22.
22. It might not even have nothing to do. It could have been something that could have happened doing it, growing up. Because you know what? I had seen on TV, um, this young lady told her she was out of control. And she finally she had got to talk to her mama and everything, and she was telling her mom the reason the way she is because as she was growing up, kids used to pick on her and call her ugly, and she didn't have this and that, and it made her mom cry. Her like mom, like, I didn't know. She said, I didn't know that. And so that made her build up another person in her. So she started acting out, fighting, just being disrespectful. But that little thing, the fact that what she was going through and her mom didn't know. And that's why I said it's good to set a foundation in your household, to talk to your kids, ask them what's going on. Ask them, is anybody bothering them? Ask them, is there anything that you could do or anything that you're doing wrong that they don't like? Talk about everything.
Yeah.
And see, and your son is 22 years old. You so, take him. Go with him, because it's something to make him feel that way, and it's deeper. And like I said, it might not have nothing to do with you. It could have been something he was doing when he was a teenager that was going on in his life, and it's probably kind of following him a little bit, and he not liking it. Or he might feel like he don't he might be looking a certain way and he not getting attracted to them. I'm not saying that it's not, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just, what I'm saying, certain things. He's young, he's a young adult now. So you still his parent. Even though he's grown, you still his parent. And if you can find some type of help for him, get it. Let him talk to somebody. Talk him into going to talk to somebody. Because sometimes, like I say, kids can't talk. They don't want to talk to the parent. They want to talk to the parent, but they don't talk to the parent. If you get what I'm saying.
Yes. And Miss Renee, you know what I'm gonna do is I've been planning on it with TT Transparent Talk, of course, being the mediator for me because I wanted to do blend, my family episode with my children, and I want all parents out there that especially younger parents because I was young when I had my kids and
Mhm.
15, and my mother raised three of my kids, my three oldest kids. So, again, that, coming from that black family that you said that was strong, we didn't let our kids go to social workers and, get in the system and stuff like that.
Mhm.
My
Mhm.
mother
Mhm.
raised my babies and, she was one of those mothers that didn't make me have a responsibility, didn't make me, give me the understanding of these are your kids. I will raise them, but you have to do your part. I just did that, and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm glad you're bringing awareness to that because that conversation I had with my son, um, I need to talk to all my children because I was one of those parents
Mhm.
that didn't pay attention. I was just talking about that on the live the other day. I said, I want to get back into the kitchen with cooking with my kids because, like you said, just because they're older doesn't mean they're not my babies, and
That's right.
family, how you sit down at the dinner table and have conversation and talk to your kids, and that's what we're. To me, I see. I missed a lot of that. I can't say everybody, but I missed that part of sitting down and talking to my kids and asking my children, what's going on? Are they okay? You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And now I definitely want to change.
Let me tell you what I do. I make sure. Also, I'm a Southern girl. I'm a Southern girl, and me growing up, it was always on Sundays. You go to church, come home, you eat, sit with the family, and talk. So every Sunday, I cook. If I don't cook no other day, if I don't cook no other day, Sunday they know I'm gonna cook. So what you need to do is cook a Sunday dinner, call all your kids over, and y'all all sit at the table and talk and talk. All your kids, and then start a tradition where if you can, if you don't have to work or anything like that, start a tradition. Sunday family time. If your kids are adults, if you don't have none at home, so you make that Sunday is you gonna cook dinner and you gonna have your kids and y'all gonna sit and talk. That'll be your family time with your kids. We all know so food brings the kids home and
Good girl.
want to talk.
Yeah. And I think
and,
that's
and
good for all black families now, because like you said,
Mhm.
now that is mothers at 35, it's crazy because I'll go to the doctor with my kids and stuff if I'm home, and stuff like that. And I remember the woman coming out to get my daughter, at her appointment, and she said, your sister can come back with you. And I was like, I'm her mother. You know what I'm saying? But at the
Mhm.
same time, I had to bring myself back and understand that, my daughter, I had her at 15. You know what I'm saying? So she's growing up with me, not as an adult
Right.
child. She's growing up with this is two kids
Mhm.
growing up together, and stuff. And so, the importance of that for me is real. I mean, we're talking about an addictive mother, and
Mhm.
at that,
Mhm.
abusing drugs at a young age, at the age of 18, and you abusing drugs for like 25 years, until I became clean and things like that. So, and on top of that, the mental health issues and stuff. So, my attention span was not there. But with you bringing
Mhm.
awareness to this about paying attention, absolutely, absolutely, and stuff like that. And then, like you said, as parents, blaming the parents. Yes, I'm blaming the parents for a lot of stuff that are happening to these children today. Like I said with the Shanquilla Robinson, she went to Mexico with 6, 7 other people, and not one parent has stepped up and said, "You are going to take accountability for the part you played in
You
this." You
play.
know,
That's right.
with
Hmm.
Tamaya, what parent is going to step up? Are we going to see a parent step up and say, "No, you need to tell them what you know"? You know what I'm saying? From top to bottom.
Hmm.
Because if it was you, I would expect one of them to be honest, to call themselves your friend and say this. And we don't have nobody having real conversation as far as black women dialogue and dialect, you know what I'm saying, and being honest with who
Hmm.
we are as people, or who we was once was, so it just mind boggles me, you know what I'm saying, how these conversations aren't taking place, so we
Yeah,
can't
and
get
you
somewhere.
got to stay on it. Yeah, you have to stay. You have to stay on it. That's why I say, and I encourage everyone who got grown kids. You got it. Don't cause your kids are grown thinking that you know. Oh no, I'm not gonna get in her. Yes, I am gonna get in her business. I'm gonna get in her business. Like my daughter, her old man, they get into it. She'll call me, da da da. Okay, well, I'll call you back. I'm calling him. So, what's going on? Oh, my baby called me crying. What's going on? So I'm giving him the opportunity. You can sit here, you can tell me what's going on because that's my child. I need to know what's going on. Because one thing about it, and two things for sure, if my baby call me, I don't care. My baby 2 hours away. I'm tell you what, I'm dropping and rolling for everything. I'm stopping everything. I'm going there, and I'm what's
Mm,
going on.
that's
You
it.
know what I'm saying? So, and see, and that's why I say everybody. You have to make time for your kids, regardless of the fact that they are grown. And see, that's going to instill in them to instill into their kids.
Hello, welcome.
So,
Can you hear us?
Okay. Now I can hear you. Hello.
Hey,
hello, hey,
I'm hello, how you doing? This is my first time here. How you doing, Miss? Yes, can
welcome.
you hear me?
welcome.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay. This was my first time here. So hello to everybody in the panel. Um only thing only thing I just wanted to say about like the friendship situation. I kind of understand where you got to stay on your children and be careful and try to instill in them to really be careful of who they call a friends.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
um, I had that issue with my boys. Um, that I had to constantly stay on them like this person is not good for you, this person is not good for you, that person's not good for you, and they was always, oh well, mama, I know them, I know them, but the thing I was trying to let them know is I don't know them, and you think you know them.
Mm,
But it was always that, mama, you worry too much, or mama, this, because you don't know how we move around here. But it's far as I was concerned, the streets was still the same. Maybe a different play or different characters, but the streets are still the same.
that's
Yeah,
it.
it's most definitely still the same. And see, this is how old is your kids?
My kids are grown now. My
They
kids,
grown,
they're grown now.
okay? And and they might be like I said, you have to stay in their business. I don't like I say when you had them, that became your responsibility for the rest of your life.
Mhm.
For the rest of your life. And so it don't even matter. Like I said, you stay in their business because of the fact that they need to know that they got a strong woman, black woman on their team. If they don't have no other strong black woman, they got that their mama. Because what we all know, when a boy or any no, I ain't gonna say just a boy, any kid or your kid get in trouble, who name they call? Mama. You see how when George Floyd what happened to him, who he called? And his mama wasn't even alive. He
Exactly,
mama. So
exactly.
at the
And I
end of
and
the
I
day,
knew him too to be a nice person. I remember him when he was out here in H Town. I'm from Houston, so I remember when he was out here, and I remember when we out. He was a nice person. When I came across him, he was a very nice person.
but he
A very
still, even
loving
though his
person.
mama ain't here, well, he called on his mama. So with as a parent and as a black woman, and we all know black women is the strongest women in the world. Mm. Listen to
My
me when I tell
my
you.
biggest fear with my kids to now, they trust any and everybody. And
Yes.
that is the issue that we're having because they feel like, okay, this is my such and such friend, this. Here's the thing. I used to be like the neighborhood mom for the kids in the neighborhood. So you would never think the same person that you would be feeding, giving them food, sitting
Mm,
with your say, sitting at the table, be the same person to pull the trigger on your kid,
absolutely.
be the same
Eh,
ones that runs in
mhm.
the circle or dealing with the with certain babies. You know this certain family, whole people, you wouldn't realize that particular person was the same person who pulled the trigger that took your child out, and that's a hurtful situation. So that was
And
been
it,
has
it
always
is.
been my problem with my sons. It has always been, I'm like, you cannot trust this person. You cannot, because I had to learn that when I was coming up, and when I was coming up and lived in the hoods all my life, and I was coming up, my mom was always with y'all can't trust this person. You can't trust we. I come from an era with, no, you're not spending the night at nobody's house. You're gonna eat before you leave. You hungry when you get there. You're gonna be hungry when you come home, and you're gonna eat then. Everybody is not your friend, and everybody you can't be in their house because it was always, I need to know who their parents are. I need
Yes.
to see their parents. And then if you want to go further, my grandmother used to be who they pastor. I need to find out who the pastor is, what church they go to. So I need to investigate that
Mhm,
type of
mhm,
stuff. So
mhm,
that's the era
mhm.
I came from. They're not doing that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That just like I had just said, but just because Big Mama and them gone, and but the thing about it, if you was taught by your grandma and your grandma mama, mama, you gonna it's gonna still and pass down. But the thing of that's why I say you gotta take control and hold of your kids because you got your kids. You teach them at a young age and you stay on them, you got to, even though they get grown, you still, when they make that little mistake, you know I don't play that type. You know I don't play that bullshit. Because in a minute, you know I don't play that bullshit. You got to keep it. You got to keep going. You just can't stop, even though they are grown. You can't stop. You still got to put that. You got to put the hammer down on them, regardless. Yes, our kids need to learn how to make good judgment, and that's on us to teach them how to make good judgment, to teach them to know who really they friends, who really not they friends. When
But
you,
Miss
I don't let my son run with a group of people. You can't. No, no, no. We can't.
real quick, Miss Renee. But you know what's crazy, Miss Renee? Even as adults, and you know me and you are content creators, man. It's people hiding in wolves' clothing, man. It's a lot of wolves hiding in sheep's clothing nowadays. You know what I'm
And
saying?
yes, and you know what? And they most definitely is and I just learned. Let me tell you something. I knew it. But when that wolf hit in my in my family, because my sister got killed in 2019, and it was her husband who killed her. And let me tell you something, and that was a wolf in sheep clothing because you couldn't a person off the street couldn't come and tell me that, oh, Renee Terrell's a bad man. I look at them telling you a lie. You a lie. Not my sister husband. Uh-uh. You couldn't tell me that because of the type of person that he was, the aura that he put out to you to make him think he was one way. But no, knowing that the devil was it was just covering up. And he took my sister's life.
Mm.
He took her life, but I would have never thought that he would have did that. He was a giving person. I mean, he would help anybody off the street. He would do whatever. He helped all people. He did everything, everything. That's why I say when somebody would have came to me and told me, if they could have tell me years ago when they Terrell gonna kill your sister, I probably would have cussed their asses out. No, the hell he ain't. No, he ain't. No, no, no. But he did. He took her life, and never would have thought he would have did that. I didn't think that he church man and all, church man and all. So yes, the wolf do be covered up in sheep clothing. So now, and it kind of pushed me back for trusting people. I don't trust everybody, but the thing about it is, baby, I got two eyes on you, but believe me, I got a third eye too. And when that third eye opened up on me to let me know, oh no, you ain't right for me, you don't need to be around me, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go on about your business, and I'm gonna go on about my business. And that's just that.
So what are the signs, Miss Hooper and Miss Renee? What are the signs do we give our kids for friends that are wolves in sheep's clothing?
Let me tell you something. You know the saying, your parents know best. When you get that good, because you gonna get a gut feeling.
Mm-hmm.
When you see your child is around somebody and you just feeling some type of way about that person, believe it. Believe it. Because that's what we as human beings, we tend to not, when the signs be right there in front of us, but we try to ignore it because we don't want to believe that about that person. But when you get that gut feeling inside of you, when that intuition hit you, believe it. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. No, no. That's when you gotta look a little closer. You gotta keep your ears and eyes open a little bit more because it's telling you something, and you need to warn your child or whoever that person you feel against. You need to warn them. Look, I'm feeling some type of way about this person. I'm gonna need you to keep an eye. I need you to keep an eye because my eyes are on them. But like I said, we tend to ignore the signs. The signs all that's just like you get in a relationship with somebody. It's always a sign there. But we get so infatuated with that person, we'll jump over that rock. That rock right there for a reason. There's a reason that that rock is there. It's trying to tell you something, but we ignore it. But no, you don't ignore. So I'm gonna tell you something. I watch and listen to everything and everybody. I could be doing five things at one time. I'm listening to and I'm watching everything that's surrounding me because it's a reason that a sign is there, and it's a reason that a red flag can come up. We don't want to believe it sometimes, but you have to. You have to believe it.
So I got two mothers up here. I'm before I get out of here, I want to ask y'all both. We coming up on the year of Shanquilla Robinson's um unaliving, and now we have Miss Tamaya on this boat. As a parent of the children that was with them, what would be honestly be what would be the conversation with your child?
Um, as far like I say, being that I talk to mine all the time, um, I would have to bring it up to them and see how they feel and listen to what they say. So that would give me the guidance of what I need to say to them. What I
Mm-hmm.
need, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's probably what And you know what? And when we have dinner today, I think I'm bringing that up. Thank you for bringing it up, Miss Parker. I think I'm gonna bring that up as
And
one
Mr.
of our
Mack, you go
topics.
live, please tag me in it so I can come. Cause that's the thing. We're not hearing from the younger voices. We are as adults, we're saying what we would do as parents, but we are not getting from the children. You know what I'm saying? If they was in this situation, I'm gonna ask my kids too, Miss Renee tonight. Like, and then I want to know because I'm sitting here looking at these parents not coming forward with their children and making their children be accountable for being
Mhm.
around a
Mhm.
situation like this. Miss Hooper, how do you feel about it?
Um, Given the fact that I had to deal with something similar already, um, without
Oh,
not
sorry to
going
hear that.
without going into detail, it became too late for mine.
Mm,
Okay, it was the whole time. It was always I'm saying this is person, this crowd, this group, this particular, this here wasn't right. This is what right. Then one day it was too late. Um, but for the ones that's still here, it's it's a constant battle still in the fact of the saying, hey, this crowd again is not good. This person, this particular female is not good for you because their
Mm-hmm.
weakness is females. Um, and that's the easy. And then with the, I've noticed that too. That trend is if you want to get to a person, if another guy want to get to another guy to do something to them, they use the female to lure them to do so. The one that you call your friend, the one you thought was your friend the whole time but really was not. That situation. Basically all I can say is this, that I can show the stories, have showed the stories, have told them, and have them, and they also seen with experience. I still have one that his mindset is, oh, nothing gonna happen to me. Nothing gonna happen to me. I know how to move in these streets. I know what to do. I know not to do. But all I can do is keep them in prayer. All I can do is tell you I'm gonna still be that overbearing parent when I can gonna consistently I'm gonna watch. I might have to watch from a distance, but I'm gonna still watch. I'm still gonna see what you don't see. And I still
Mm-hmm.
have to, and especially when they're not at a where it's different when I'm not gonna say it's too much different, but really it is. Once they reach that adulthood, that adult age, and I'm grown, I make my decision, I'm grown, versus they're the 10-year-olds, 11 years old, the 13 years old, the 15, the 16, the 17, the teen wives, when you can just I'm gonna grab them and I'm gonna keep them out the way because I got control over it. By this time, I'm gonna grab them. That mama. Back when my children was teenagers, I was that mama. I pulled up, bats and all. I pulled up. I was the pull up mama because you just not gonna mess with mine like that. But I
Yeah.
also had it where you're not gonna hang with them. Every time I look up, if I had to come to the corner and pull you, I'm pulling you. You're not. We gonna battle this down because you're gonna listen to what I'm saying, that who you trying to deal with, and it had never failed in certain incidents where I had to pull up on them, snatch them from a situation of being at a corner, and the moment I did, by the time we get to the house, a shootout took place, kids are dead, mine missed it. Why? Because I pulled up and grabbed them. But if
Right.
I
What you
would have
should
been that,
have, you supposed to do.
if I would have been that mother, been like, I don't give a dang, I ain't going out there. I'm not going up there. That's whatever they gonna learn. Then I'll be the hey, I would have been out there with the rest of the parents screaming on
Right.
that particular day. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But all I can say is, like I said, all we can do as mothers and mothers, all we can do is teach our children, keep them covered in the blood. We know what's going on. We can see. And I always teach my boys, watch your surroundings. Because if you're not watching some of you, as one situation, if you're not watching your surroundings, as in the situation that has happened with one of my sons, they didn't watch their surroundings. And now it's a traumatic situation.
Mm-hmm.
I always say
Mm-hmm.
watch your surroundings. I always say don't step out at night. Once you done got everything that you need, don't go out like that because the world is crazy now. These youth now are different from when we came up. These youth now, big mamas, Medea, but all them are gone. And then it's
Gone.
us now. So they're not with that. They're not like how we was raised. You're not going out that door. My door don't swing in and out, open in and cloud all day hours of the night. We're not doing that anymore. You see what I'm saying? We're not
Right.
doing it's more so, but now it's at a point. I'm not saying no mother does not love their children if they don't tell them that. No, we all love our kids. But once they get into the I'm grown, but they don't understand. We never stop being a mom. I don't
Right.
give a dog if I don't give a dog if I'm 105 and you close to your 80s and 60s and 50s. I'm still mama.
That's it.
Hmm. And that's why you have to put your feet down, and you have to keep your foot on them. And that's why I say, even though it's still good to have family time, even though they grown, that way it would give, and honestly, it would give that child, even though they grown, it would give them some kind of peace a little bit because of the fact that they are surrounded with their siblings, they're surrounded with their parents. You can teach them, look, we can sit here and we can have a conversation, we can talk and get everything out to help them. You got, like I said, even if they don't live in the household, you still have to have family time. You
Exactly,
get,
and exactly, and I agree because I have a joke. Everybody in my family and everybody that knows me, I am a character. Even with my children, because I've told them that too. I said I don't care if I'm up at 99 and my teeth that came out of my good wig, because I got about several. I get the chunking and throwing me. I throw the teeth across the table. You go hear what I got to say. And they were
right.
like, Mama, they were like, and I was like, Mom, one of my sons said, Mama, the moment the wig come off, I know to run. Exactly. I'm coming back, and you already know the extra wig is in the purse. So yeah, when the wig go in
Let's
the air,
go.
everybody run.
Let's go. I say, and that's why I say it helps. And you may think, well, just us gathering on on one time out of the week. Why not? Why not take one time out of your week to spend with your family, something that you brought into this world? I'm not talking about your siblings. I'm talking about your kids, your time with your kids. And when they start getting that special bond, like I said, then they'll start. It's gonna follow them along the line when when they get kids. They're gonna learn. Okay, let me do this. That way we could be able to sit here and talk. One thing about it, you gotta have your family bond strong, where your kids, the siblings are close to one another. That way, if one sibling is feeling down, if they can't call mama, they can call one of their siblings and get off what they need to get off their chest, to not make them go out there and do crazy stuff. When you have more than one children, you need to make sure that they have a bond. Only person can do that is the parents. Whether you just a single parent, whether you got both parents in the house, you have to make them have a bond. And let me tell you something, because one thing about it, and two things show my sister, I miss my sister daily. Cause me and her, we mama we got a brother, but he was a mama boy. But me and her, our bond was so strong. And it's like it now, it used to say, oh, Monica and Renee, or Renee and Monica. Now it's just Renee. And me as 52 years old, I'm in this, and I feel like I'm in this world by myself, because I don't have she was my backbone and I was hers. You know what I'm saying? So I have to lean towards my kids. So that's why I say you got to make sure that your kids have a bond with you, and you got to make sure that your kids have a bond with their siblings. I'm telling you.
That's it, and that's all for real, Miss Renee came up here and dropped jewels today, y'all. Miss Hooper, pull up anytime. I love it. Miss Renee also has a channel, Miss Hooper. So if you caught that link in the chat, or you can go back through there and get Miss Renee's link. I love Miss
Thank you, Miss
Renee,
Parker. I love me some Miss Parker.
I love strong black women. We need more of this. We need more dialogue like this. Miss Renee, I can't wait to see what you have once you talk to the kids. Miss Hooper, I would also like you, if you would mind, just asking your kids, you know what I'm saying, and stuff
Hmm.
about the Tamaya and Shanquilla Robinson situation, because we don't hear from our children now. I would love to hear the kids. Um the I mean the I want to hear from the kids. I want to hear from
Hmm.
more younger children on this, like not 12 years old or 11. Our young adult children on these situations. Especially
Hmm.
questions like, if I told you to tell, you're gonna tell. And some kids be like, I ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So we just ain't had. I just haven't heard from any young youth on the situation. I heard more of us, as black mothers, give our input on it. But what about the children? Do we have these kind of
Right.
conversations with our children, other than, to watch our surroundings? Us being parents, like you said, Miss Renee, having a third eye. Miss Hooper saying we got, the wigs off today. Oh, they dropped the link again. So there it goes. Y'all catch Miss Renee's link, please. Y'all see what she says, Miss Renee, grown folks talk. So 18 and 0. But yeah, it's just so much going on, and I definitely wanted to touch on it because it's so sad to keep It's like every day we turn on the television, we get a clip, and as black people, we got to catch that clip on the news because you ain't getting no more when it comes to us black people. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
you don't
And
get it
that's
in the
and that's
newspaper.
so true. And that's so true because black women is not protected. And I can speak on that on my experience. Baby, I tell folks I got stories that'll make y'all might as well go ahead and put it in a motion picture. And you wouldn't even still believe it. I got stuff if I was to put it on a reality show, it'll get ratings on top of ratings because I sometimes I don't believe what I've seen and what I had to deal with and what I had to experience. Like, I could tell young ladies how you got pregnant, how young pregnancy at an early age. I can tell women how I was in a domestic violence not once but twice or more, and I survived it. But some women don't walk out of that. Some people don't know how to walk
Don't know how to get out of it. Yeah.
exactly how those and then those lines. Oh, what used to get me all the time is I didn't mean to do it. I love you, but you need to not make me mad. So I went to, that manipulation, that narcissist, you know,
Yes.
you made you feel like don't nobody love you but me. I'm the only one that care about you. All of those lines. But see now if you listen to it nowadays, you be like, are you serious? Are you really serious at this point? So if I hear it said to another young person like my nieces and stuff, I just sit back and be like, I know dog well or I had to catch the boy by itself. Come here, player. You might run that on her, but you ain't gonna run it from old right here. I always say I'm too old of a cat to be called a kitten. I ain't the one. You ain't gonna run them. I know you well game you running, but you ain't gonna run it on her right not while I'm sitting here. That type of stuff.
So, Miss Hooper, let me ask you a question. And Miss Renee, I'm gonna ask you first. Miss Renee, would you be willing, and Miss Hooper, would you be willing if Miss Renee has a segment like this for us to come up and kind of tell us a story and things that you went through to help the next black woman? Because we know that October the 1st starts Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And Miss Renee, I'm not greedy at all. I love to support everybody, and I love how you drop jewels, Miss Renee. And I would love for you to host it to get, to get your people involved as well, to blend the crowds and stuff and network with you on this. Would you be willing to
Well,
hold us?
I'm planning on doing women's round table where I'm doing men's round table. That would be, I think it's Monday or Tuesday. I have to ask the guys, but I have a group of guys that's gonna do men's round table where they come in and they discuss about life, things that's going on in the community, whatever they're gonna do. And then I was planning on doing a women's round table, but the I had tried to do it one time before, but I could never get no women to come up on the panel and talk. So at the round table, we talk like think how we talking now. We talk about things and trying to find a solution to try to help one another because you never know a person that might be in your chat might be going through some things and don't know how to handle certain situations. So they be able to listen to that. But I am gonna do a women's round table. And
I,
I'm probably gonna do it one day next week, matter of fact. After the men's round table, I'm gonna do that.
Miss Hooper, would you be willing to join the round table? Because I would love to hear from you and stuff. Because you're helping me too. Because I've been in domestic violence relationships, and for Miss Renee to get that round table started out for women to feel comfortable to come up and talk, maybe with you for this being your first time. I'm so appreciative of you hitting the link and joining me and Miss Renee today.
Yes.
Yes,
You're so
ma'am. Yeah,
good.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind because I do find the time to tell my story to young ladies. I do that throughout the day. I do that whenever if I'm on somebody's channel and I see a young lady, I do try to tell them. And it's not to say, okay, I'm telling my story for this, for that. It's more of I'm telling you what I had to experience. So if you can stop it before it's too late, because you never know. You never know.
Right. You never
Mhm.
know. Yeah, you can help somebody. You might like Ms. Park said she been through something that that you had said, and it could help the next person. I mean, that's what I feel like, when as black women we come together and be strong and help each other out. Like I said, you never know, a kind word could go a long way.
Mhm.
So, you know what I mean? So, But I will be. I was gonna. I also too. Talk to TT about it. See if she wanted to join the round table. And
That'll be great
and
because he's good on
yeah.
relationship conversations.
Yes, yes, yes. So I'm gonna try to get that done. I'm thinking about doing it like probably Wednesday, like do around about 6 o'clock, to give people time to get home or whatever the case may be, and just it's just an open table. We're just gonna discuss about everything and then try to help somebody. Because, like I said, you never know. Because I have been in chats where they have conversation, and I was feeling some type of way that day. And by the time I got out of there, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no, bull or nothing. It was just some real talk stuff. I felt better, and it showed me how to move in a different way. You know what I'm saying? So I'll
Absolutely.
be glad to have you ladies on there. To let's talk about these things.
Let's get it done. I'm interested. I'm really interested in that. I'm excited actually, Miss Renee, for Wednesday, and I'm gonna write some notes down to ask the other ladies and Miss Hooper if she pulls up. I would love for her to pull up too. I feel like she pulled
Yes.
up. She's a part of the sisterhood now, so I'm loving that. And anybody and everybody in the chat, please hit Miss Renee's link. Please hit Transparent Talks link. Please hit Relax with Jessia, Chrissy, my girl, Chrissy TV. My boy Big Dog Philly came in here, and Big Dog Philly is always about conversation about the black
Oh
community
yes.
and things like that. Big
Mm-hmm.
Dog Philly is very strong minded on that. It's no BS over there. It is solution, it's conversation and solutions for men and women over there. But Miss Renee, I'm so happy that you got this started. You know what I'm saying? I have so many questions, and hopefully by the time I leave, I've got answers to things I'm still holding on to from my past domestic relationships. Cause see, I left the man, but see, I'm still in that relationship because I still hold all kind of regret, resentment, feelings. See, sometimes
Oh, and honey, we can talk about that because, baby, this is what let me tell you something. I've learned. We try to hold on to something that is not good for us. One thing about it, and two things for sure. You don't lower your self-esteem about nothing. Whether you've been with that person, I don't care if you've been with that person 50 years. If it ain't there, it just ain't there. Let it go. Because it's somebody else that's out there that you supposed to be with. You just trying to hold on to something that you know that ain't right for you. And I'm a firm believer in letting go of something because one thing about it, if nobody ain't gonna make you happy, you make your own self happy.
that's
Period.
it. That's it. Y'all make sure y'all pull up for the round table talk with Miss Renee. It's always love in her house. Everybody is so welcoming and stuff like that. It's a good time over there. You know what I'm saying? And they are super funny. I love your energy, Miss Renee. Miss Hooper, thank you so much for pulling up and sharing your experience and just giving input because it's so hard for people to feel comfortable and hit a panel, but you did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
that's
And I left a
that
message for you in my in your back chat for you to get my
okay,
email for you
okay,
to get my email and stuff. Yes, ma'am.
okay.
Well,
Let
I
me
will, Miss Parker, I will get with you about Wednesday. If you see talk with TT, see if TT will join the round table Wednesday, and I'm gonna get Miss Hoop. I hope you pull up and be a part of it. So it's gonna be so I'll say Wednesday about 6 o'clock. We'll do it. No, I can't do it at 6 because that's when dinner time. Say 7, 6. We'll do it at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock
that'll
Wednesday.
work.
Women's
That'll,
Room.
that'll really work right there, Miss Renee. I'm excited for that, and I'm gonna be there for the men because I love yours. You know what I'm saying? The men on your panel are hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I love the LTP4L family. They give me life. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different personalities over there. We got Amari, Big Baby, Whopping, all of them. So just the networking. Get people coming and things like that. And stuff. Networking is nothing like networking and
Nothing
building.
like that. Hmm.
Yeah, and building, and that's what it's about. We don't do that now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's running for numbers. Everybody's running to get the most people to take your people. And why not share? Sharing is caring. You know what I'm saying? And you get more. And
Exactly.
you get what I'm saying if you do it that way and stuff. And again, I'm glad we was always connected as family. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all connected
Most
to the
definitely.
Memphis family too, and I love it. Miss Renee, you've always been a sweetheart to me. Miss Hoop, I got you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'll be reaching out to you in a few, love. But thanks everybody for coming in. Please don't forget
Thanks
to
for
make
having me.
it fun and remember. You know, I hope y'all took something from these beautiful black women on this panel. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing like strong black love out there. And again, I see Miss Sylvia put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We need to quit going against each other and love one another. And that's what these ladies put up on my panel today and did. They came and showed love. And I'm forever grateful for that because I want to be around strong black women, you know what I'm saying, to help me as well. And Miss Renee, you've helped me more than enough on this panel. Miss Hooper, you also helped me as well. And I thank y'all so much. And I hope y'all all have
Thank
a
you for
blessed
allowing me to be
day.
up here. I'm
All
for to
right.
start dinner. Yeah,
All right.
everybody have a good.
All righty. Thank you. Thank you. And don't forget, Rock Squad, you guys go check out that interview that Shank Rock did last night about Tamaya. You know, get a better understanding of what happened with that young lady. And also for the Rock Squad, get with Marty about the meet and greet in the balloon release. Hey, so prolific. Hey. Thank you for coming through. But get with Marty about the meet and greet that we're having here for Shanquilla. It is coming up on that year anniversary. Still no justice, no peace for the Robinson family. Also, the father of Shanquilla Robinson. You know, they're all grieving the loss of their child with no answers, no remorse from anybody. It's got to be the most hurtful feeling in this world for that family. And Tamaya's family, prayers up to you. Lennon Latham in Florida, prayers up to the family of Lennon Latham. Prayers to that family in Illinois that lost their life to a man suffering from mental health and the system again letting us down, giving these people guns that don't deserve them, putting the guns in the hands of felons. Prayers up to Isaiah Allen in Milwaukee. Salute to Skokohanis for giving us the coverage on Isaiah Allen. Young man lost his life due to taking a Debbie snack from the hands of another black man. We have to open our eyes and be woke to what's going on. Salute to It's Toya Baby for giving us the coverage of 1,000 kids missing in Ohio in May. Wake up, black people. It is time. It is time before it's one of us. See that see it don't hurt until it's one of ours, until that knock happens at your door. In the blink of an eye, that could be us. God forbid, but it could. So salute to the content creators in the Shanquilla Robinson sector, even Cafe of Knowledge for keeping Shanquilla's name alive. Salute to you, sister. Salute to you. That's who deserves a click and a view. People that's keeping these kids' names alive because, see, the news coverage won't. They gave us the story a year ago and they let it go. So it's up to us to keep our communities' names alive. Us. Don't talk about it, be about it. And see, that's what me and Shank Rock, I know me and him do. And this is knocking nobody that hasn't got a chance to, because again, I know that we all got a life and we all got circumstances that can prevent us from doing things. But at the same time, there is nothing like participation, being about it. I don't like talking about it. I like being about it because I want answers. I want the same answers from them for their children that I would want for mine. Whether it's a pink envelope going to the presidents that's slipping on a banana peel without the banana. We want answers. We want help in our communities. We need a better law for the guns. Because see, y'all keep passing them out like Halloween candy to us, to take us out. The blue men with the badge taking lives on a daily. No justice, just money. The root to all evil, money. They think that's what we want. That the money is replacing our children's lives and our loved ones' lives. And I say today I want it to end. Does my voice count? Yeah, for some. If I can reach one, that's all that matters to me. That's it and that's all. For these beautiful black mothers that pulled up to share their input today. Salute to them. Salute to you, Miss Renee. Salute to you, Miss Hooper. Because see, those mothers see what's going on and they want a difference because they got children as well. We don't want that knock at our door. Again, the Rock Squad is having the meet and greet. Get your Rock Squad merchandise. Again, you guys go check out that live that Shane did about Tamia. He has some interesting people on the panel, giving us updates and things like that about the situation. So please go check him out. When you need some healing, some good healing, go over there, hit my girl Blended Healing up. When you need some transparency, pull up on my girl TT. That's Transparent Talk. They dropped her link. Chrissy TV, my boo, she just started a channel. Go check her out. If you want to go check out Big Dog Philly, his link is in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Great conversations on solutions in our community that we are losing. I don't even think we have communities anymore. We just live places. There's no longer communities. We have let our communities dwindle to hate, division, not liking the skin we in and people of the same color as ourselves. We're prejudiced with each other. It is racism in the world, but we're prejudiced against each other. Be more supportive. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, share the live, because that's bringing awareness to your people that didn't get to make it over here, that didn't get to hear Miss Renee as a parent, that didn't get to hear Miss Hooper as a parent. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. I'm about finding solutions to the community problems. And also, it's time to give back. We're done with summertime. We're going into the fall. Get them clothes out, whether they got tags on them or not. Donate them to homeless shelters. Donate those to homeless shelters. Mothers and kids in needs. Don't throw it on the curb. Take it to the homeless shelter. There's always somebody that wants to wear a shirt. Your shirt is new to them. Old to you, but new to them. And you don't have to point it out and tell anybody. Just do it because somebody needs it. Give back. Not for something in return, but just because it's taking up too much room. But it gives life to somebody else. That's it, and that's all. Thank you guys so much for pulling up with me for 2 hours. Y'all know I'm exhausted. I usually go live an hour, but I had to make that announcement. And to the devil, get up off me in my Boosie voice. Because, see, the devil is working 10 times, and he's doing double overtime. Because he knows where the weak minds lay. And again, I'm not going. It's Rock Squad. Nothing else added to it. Period. And if you don't like me, guess what? God bless you. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going. It's Rock Squad or nothing else. It's Memphis Sector. If nothing else, it's Punch Gang. If nothing else. And I'm straight up Mo 3 Sector, even though it gets on my nerves over at times, but I'm still Mo 3 all day. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, too, a person said, yeah, I got money, and I can do whatever. I do whatever. Yeah, guess what? Money don't make you. Money don't make you. But see, when I see troubled souls, I know a troubled soul. I don't want it around me. I don't want it around me. When you always got mess going on, those are your peoples. The peoples that flock to you. Those people that's over there, you know what I'm saying? Telling you, if it was a year ago, man, you would have, with women. I see black men coming for women, disgusting. And any woman that participates in a black man coming for a black woman is disgusting. I never want to meet you in real life. Because, man, look, about my mom and my kids, I'm very protective of my kids when it comes to a man. And when I heard that last night, it disgusted me. It made the pit of my stomach hurt to hear that black woman tell that black man that. So y'all right. Y'all was right over there. I don't like y'all. I don't want to be a part of y'all. Ever. ever. I stand for something. I'm black and I'm proud. But I be damned if I sit around a black man that's turned down black women. I would never root it on in life. Absolutely, Miss Renee. Absolutely. Spoken Facts, we dropped your link too, love. Yeah, Miss LaKendra, was great news. I was just a little disturbed, see, but I got my peace back. I got my peace back. But see, Miss Renee, thank you about that third eye. It was open. It was wide open. It was wide open. Cause see, even when you don't think you're doing good, people let you know that you are. You ain't even gotta you ain't even gotta tell yourself that. People let you know because the hate starts getting real. And you start getting, them weird people start leeching on to you. Energy vampires is what I call them. Energy vampires. Again, Miss Renee, that's what we was talking about. Those wolves in sheep's clothing. But see, wool is soft. Man, they got bristles and spikes on their back. They wool is spiky. I felt it. So now I ain't going. It's Rock Squad. That's my family. Period. And they know. They know. I mean, y'all seen the energy these people was having. And I had to go there. Oh, like how Gigi be coming. I heard a bitch was looking for me. Bitch, here I go. Type of energy. I don't like big bad wolves. That when they huff and puff, don't nothing come out but bad breath. Miss me with it. And have a blessed and happy Thursday.